let's actually bring this up. And it's gotta set this correctly. Oh man, this thing's chugging like crazy. But yeah, I was playing a new hero game called Mighty Party. So it's basically a hero royale type of game where you have like cards, and it's actually similar to another game called Tactical Rumble, whatever. But basically, it's a turn-based RPG game, and you just build up cards and shit. But what I like about it is it's actually pretty generous with the free shit. So, lovely. This thing is like so off. So anyway, I actually still just a little stressed out from I guess just coding and having to worry about the trademark shit. So I don't know. I think maybe I just might be want to try to relax today. But yeah, let's actually see, because I know they passed a stupid infrastructure bill in the Senate, and as of a few hours ago, it kind of did it. It's slow. It basically halted the Bitcoin rally, but it hasn't exactly gone down yet either. So let's take a look. Make sure this shit's actually correct. Refresh everything. Okay. All right, so markets pretty much gained back what they lost yesterday. Crude oil went back up. Okay, I don't care about precious metals, and then Bitcoin's basically under 46K. So it definitely looks. There could be a wow. That guy is like gonna die of like obesity and shit. Holy shit. So it could actually tank, but we're just gonna have to see because bullish sentiment right now for Bitcoin and crypto is still very high. Like even though Richard Shelby, that fucking Republican asshole senator from Alabama, completely screwed everyone over, the vast majority of people on both sides of the aisle actually are apparently pro Bitcoin, and you got a lot of like high big tech people, especially from the left wing, all like lobbying on behalf of crypto. So I'm actually very confident that things will go pretty well. Now that being said, because of this stupid infrastructure bill, though, it is going to drag on the bull market somewhat. So we're gonna have to see how the market digests it. So far, it hasn't. It actually has shown that it hasn't really caused any problems, so that's good. And wow, ICP is up. I bet ICP might. If ICP actually goes back to 400 bucks a pop, that would be quite a bargain. Yeah, and the pancake swap is 19 bucks. So yeah, everything. Yeah, right now I'm not converting anything into cash. Right now I'm just holding like my pancake profits because I convert that into cash. But right now there's no point because I know it's just going to keep going up in value. So I'll just keep watching it. So it's looking pretty good. And then bonds sold off a little bit today, not too much. It's very stable. So Kathy Hochul will take over for Andrew Cuomo. Well, she looks like a normal woman, I think. I've never even heard of this person. All right, well blah 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 blah. All right, well she looks like a normal person, though. I doubt anything will change in New York, and we're still gonna have. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll ease up on the stupid mandate shit here, but I kind of doubt it. We're not in control of anything. All right, so Bitcoin and crypto is looking pretty good. I mean, it's just under 46K. If it weren't for Richard Shelby, right now Bitcoin would be 48 to 50,000. So, yeah, like we definitely need to destroy the fucking GOP Republican Party, Nick Fuentes style, because I'm just so fucking pissed off right now. Well, not pissed off, but kind of irritated. But again, I'm not nearly as angry because, I know that this anti-crypto provision will probably get killed in the House. Or they might even just not pass the bill, right, in the House, and then therefore this whole thing collapses. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to, fix it. So, all right, I don't care about BitMEX, Bitcoin Golden Cross due in days. I did see that. I did tweet this out earlier. So basically, this coming Friday or Saturday, we get the Golden Cross. So that's gonna be really nice. Because in fact, it might be so powerful that we may not even need to do the overweighted put straddle strategy. You know, so if Bitcoin's at like 75K or whatever by the end of August, which is good, I may not actually even sell at that point. I mean, I probably wouldn't even do anything because it's like 75K. Like the only thing I would do is I would swap out my Ledger X options for longer term duration Bitcoin options. I mean, I don't know. Well, I'll have to take a look at it because I haven't really tweeted much about it. I mean, in fact, let me take a look real quick. What is the value of... Where's my Ledger X shit? I do hate that they constantly keep changing the interface of Ledger X. It's actually very annoying. Okay, so it's gone up. Hasn't really gone up much. Okay. Hey, Miniwas, I haven't seen you in quite a few days. Yes, hold down those keys. Did you watch, like, Joker again? Or, I guess something good happened? You seem to be in a good mood. Okay, Bitcoin, or Ethereum 3K, Bitcoin. Okay, what is wrong with these things? Okay, so, I don't know what's wrong with this. Indian crypto exchange becomes unicorn after 90 million rounding fund, blah, 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 blah. Teller Finance, every dog has its day. Dogcoin Shiba Inu fetch 50% gains as altcoins rally. I don't know about Dogcoin. It hasn't gone up that much. Actually, Shiba has not gone up. What the hell is this article talking about? Going translation, prices rise 55% over the past few weeks. I don't know about that because the coins on them are still kind of shit. Price. Oh, 7 day. Oh, okay. Well, really? It dipped that much, Dogcoin? Let me take a look. I know George has mentioned Axis Infinity a lot. That thing is up a lot right now. Wow. Shiba Coin. Okay, so Shiba Coin is also catching a bid. Okay. I guess that's true. It's weird because it felt like it hasn't really been doing too much. I know it hasn't been doing badly, but just vibing. Okay. I'm also going to an excellent church now where COVID doesn't exist and the priest is a great speaker. God is good. Well, that's good to know that there's at least one non-cupped real Christian priest out there. I wish I could say the same about this country. Well, I'm sure we actually probably have a couple good priests, but I just don't know where they are. And then again, I don't go to church either, so. Shiba needs to implement a token burn. Last 3 weeks, the speculator announced the new burn will be included with the new listings on Shiba Swap. The token burns aim to reduce the circular supply of Shiba, and the protocol is dog kill or leech token. Okay. So that's good. So that means my Shiba tokens will actually go up in value, hopefully. Because Baby Dog and I think Baby Cake both have caps, and I know Baby Dog already has a hyper burning function too. So, Baby Dog BSCs. Yeah. Let me see. What do we got here? Holders. Let me see. Has it reached that? I think it was 36%. Okay, so it's on its way to 35%. This is the burn address. So basically, every few seconds, this thing goes up by like hundreds of millions or billions of coins. So eventually, this burn address is gonna like have all the Baby Dog. It's gonna be pretty nice. I recommend going to church. Traditional Latin Mass church. They're usually really good. Man, I think there's one in Manhattan, but man, I don't have to go all the way there. But I mean, that's kind of like the point, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could think about it. I mean, it might do me some good. I mean, not really doing much otherwise, right? Well, see, that's the thing. I kind of would just rather just watch Jesse Lee Peterson's church instead. Mostly because I'm just too lazy to physically go anywhere. Alright, I'm just going to use this as a thumbnail. And I'm pretty sure Greg has already posted his video. Alright. But for the most part, crypto is looking pretty good despite the stupid Senate bill. But again, let's just see what happens between now and say tomorrow. Like maybe market sentiment's going to change. So far it hasn't been too bad, but the fact that it's already halted the Bitcoin rally and crypto rally, you know, kind of irritating. But on the other hand, I do see the money leaving Bitcoin somewhat and going in all these altcoins. So that's still a very good sign. So I do like that. I do like that. 26 minutes ago. Wow, I am really late. I was way too busy playing my game. I used to walk to church, it was only 5 minutes. Now it's a 40-minute drive. But it's actually worth it and more meaningful. You still stalking? What stay? Oh, you mean staking? Huh? Yeah. Well, of course I don't know what you mean. I'm still. My stuff is still in the pools and farms, obviously. That's never going to change. Well, I shouldn't say never change, but I'm extremely happy with with this. Like, I mean, the crypto play. Yeah, I'm still in it. Yeah, nothing new. Right now, I'm still in Baby Cake, BNB, Chess Coin, USDC, Hotbit, and BNB, and I'm of course in Auto Cake. I don't want to say how much my total crypto assets are worth, but it's recovered very nicely. And on top of that, I'm making some crazy. Excuse me, I'm making some crazy money per day. So the only thing that does suck though is, well, let's see. Yeah, this is Baby Cake right here. The problem is the slippage on this is so crazy. It's like 15 to 18%. I had to pay 20% slippage. So, and then they take a 7% fee as well as like the auto stealing function. Like, that's what I call it. It's very annoying. Yeah, look at that. Look at Chess USDC, man. The APR on this has dropped so much. Like, everyone's just dogpiling the Chess coin. Let's see, because when I bought Chess, it was at like 43 cents or 53 cents, and then I bought the dip on it before it skyrocketed. So I bought the dip at like 45 cents or 54 cents. Let's see, Tran Chess. Yeah, it's $1.54. So basically, I already made triple my profit. Look at this. Like lower lows. However, the higher highs, it's basically, what is it called? An ascending triangle? I mean, it could be a bearish indicator, but I usually find that they're actually positive. So, whatever. Actually, any triangle really is pretty nice, unless the triangles come after a very long period of bull run gains, so it's definitely due for a pullback. And then the triangles, to me, would then be a bad sign. But yeah, I already did Bitcoin Clown World. So I think I might have mentioned it there. I know I mentioned my recent plays, and they're not really so recent. So, but that's pretty much what I'm in right now. Super hyper. Okay, whatever.
Okay, everybody, it is me.
I really just want to get back to playing Mighty Party. So,
Gregory Manarino. It is
actually I'm gonna play it
Tuesday,
off while we watch
August 10th, 2021. We made history today yet again. And it just seems like a never-ending cycle. I'm talking about the market. A new all-time record high for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. A new all-time record high for the S&P 500. However, the NASDAQ did fall under some pressure. All right.
Yeah,
whatever.
Drag down.
All you need,
today,
seriously,
Riot.
is the promise of, well, at least another $1 trillion being created out of thin air, borrowed into existence, this infrastructure bill. Global debt surging at its fastest pace ever in history, and it's going to accelerate from here. We'll talk more about that. And more bad economic news. We found out that productivity here in the United States is, in fact, slowing down. Can you possibly?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure you don't make that a habit. Like, at the very least, just watch the Bitcoin Clown World videos. But you don't usually get all the info in those, because I usually rely on the live streams, the daily streams. Because again, as you already know, like, things change so fast. Like, one day I just saw Chesscoin. I was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of Jet Swap, so I'm going to do Chesscoin. Oh, speaking of Jet Swap, has that thing freaking gone up yet? No, it's gone down. I don't know why this coin has such a problem. It's at 51.7 cents.
Possibly imagine my shock. I don't think you can. No. We all knew this already. Again, I've told you all ahead of this where we're going, how this is going to play out, where the market is going to go, the continued bad economic news, the continuing borrowing of epic sums, creating it out of thin air, how that's going to continue to fuel this risk on environment until it doesn't. But I expect this to get monumentally bigger. The hyper bubble in debt which will push stocks even higher
Oh,
as
wage
our
slave drive. Yeah, I
economy
forgot about that. You have a
craters.
job.
All right. So now that we got that out of the way, new record high for the Dow, new record high for the S&P 500. Did you see crude oil today? This is a big factor. Yes, we got this, $1 trillion infrastructure bill. We got the IMF pumping, these SDRs around the world. Sure, we're going to talk more about that too. So the debt is hyperinflating. We all knew that already. What's changed here? Nothing. Crude oil getting re-propped up, putting on like 3% today. No surprise to you. I told you this was going to happen. It's going much, much higher. There's no doubt about it. So forget about any. I know people are writing to me. Oh, Greg, you're wrong on crude this time. It's going much, much lower. Duh. How about no? I don't know what else to tell you, people. I understand that most of you have regular jobs that you work at, and
Yeah, you were
I
just
have nothing
complaining about
against that. We
your
all got to do
job
something,
too.
but
Yeah.
this is all I do is the market.
To be honest, easy work. Oh, well then you definitely can't complain. I wish I could have. Like, can you imagine if you were working at like an Amazon fulfillment center? Now that's hard work, all right, and it's high pressure too, because it's like, you're off by you process something wrong by like a little bit, and like you get docked, and then they like fire you very quickly.
So when you
Yeah, like I watch ads on my mobile games, right? Because I'm trying to get like speed ups or whatever in another game I play called Pixel Starships, and I actually see ads, mobile ads from Amazon saying, "Come work for us, $16 an hour or something like that, plus benefits." Like it, I don't know. I didn't ever thought about it too much, but I thought to myself, up until that point, I've never heard or seen any freaking company actually take out an ad where you normally would sell products or services and say, "Hey, come work for us." Like, that's just insane. Amazon has a depression box, a stock work. Oh my Jesus Christ! All right, that's why don't they have that in China? Funny enough. Ugh. Yeah, for all the stupid bullshit I have to put up with right now, I'm very grateful that I don't have to deal with, shit like that.
try to get into a conversation or argument
Maybe I
with
should
someone that
take
lives
some
and breathes this
perspective from
around the
that.
clock, more than likely you're going to be wrong. I consider myself a cutting edge professional with regard to the market and everything connected to it. And I think if you've been with me for any length of time, you'd have to say, wow, that's pretty true. Anyway, so massive turnaround in crude oil. You're watching that 10-year yield, I told you. We got a 1.34 10-year yield. Why is that? Why is it coming up? Well, cash is now seeking risk. Okay, seeking the safety of the debt market. Again, you know how this works. When cash is afraid or fearful, it goes into the perceived safety of debt. Henceforth, 10-year yield drops. 10-year yield rising tells us cash is now looking to escape the perceived safety of debt and get into the stock market, henceforth why record highs. Especially keeping your eye here on crude oil. Now the dollar, not too much. The dollar put on a fractional amount of strength today. So we got crude oil getting bid much higher today. 10-year yield coming up. Okay, risk now is off. Cash going back into the stock market. The dollar, okay, little strength here. The market doesn't really like that. And of course, the hyperinflating debt. So that's where we are. And that's why the market put on gains today, period, the freaking end. So you got the big picture. Let's move forward here. Gold and silver, after this pretty hard sell-off, did catch a little bid today. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
Yeah, Greg is great. In fact, we always watch him on my streams, unless he's like really late. Oh yeah, and welcome to the channel, by the way. I'm talking to someone from YouTube. I had to sub to him. Yeah, you should definitely do that because YouTube is already actually banning him, or at least restricting his content. So there's probably going to come a point where they'll actually just ban his YouTube channel. I'm kind of hoping he would just start like posting on Rumble because it's basically as good as YouTube, but they're more free. So yeah.
The They're going to trade sideways for a little
Also,
bit.
it's so
Expect some more
freaking humid in
volatility
here. I
here
gotta turn on the
before they
AC
get
after
bid
this.
higher. Once, actually, I can't even say that. The game here that is being played by the largest bank on the planet, this is J.P. Morgan, against precious metals is truly unbelievable. There's no price discovery, you know that. The hard asset is deriving value from a derivative for which JP Morgan is pulling the derivative every way they want to. They just yank it this way, yank it the other way. It doesn't matter. So you and I are going to embrace this while we can and weaponize it against, JP Morgan and other Wall Street banks, world banks that are rigging the price of precious metals here. Let them play their game. We will play ours. Okay? We understand the debt is going to hyper balloon. This $1 trillion infrastructure, well, there's going to be more.
Yeah, that's the idea. Have a infinite disposable workforce that you pay the minimum wage with. That's going to be a lot harder if everyone's making money off of crypto, like the way I'm doing it. And the way I'm teaching you guys to do it, too. Oh, yeah. Oops, gotta resume this.
Look, you're going to see things moving forward you're not going to believe with regard to inflating not just the debt here in the United States, but global debt. Let's talk a little more about that. All these people writing to me about the IMF and these SDRs, I know where it's coming from. Lynette Zhang, I love her. It's the truth. She's getting a little over hyper about this whole thing. Again, nothing against this woman. She's insanely smart. She knows exactly what she's doing here. I understand where she's coming from, too. Trying to tell all of you to get yourselves into precious metals against global debt. So let's back up a moment here. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF. Okay, I think we've all heard of the IMF. SDRs are the currency of the IMF.
SDRs.
Okay, I think, and I could be wrong on this, that most of you have an idea slightly of these special drawing rights, basket of currencies. This is derived from that basket of currencies for which SDRs are derived from this basket of currencies.
Go figure.
Of which the U.S. is.
This is clear. Look at this shit. This is clearly a. Yeah. Oh yeah, my camera's off. This is clearly a tribal scam. Ugh. Man, I have to admit these asshole bankers really know how to put the screw job on everyone and come up with all these convoluted ways to steal your money.
Dollar
manipulate the money supply.
Is a part of. SDRs are already considered kind of a supplemental world reserve. Okay, this is no secret. It's no secret. So you have the U.S. dollar as a world reserve, and yes, you got these SDRs as a supplemental world reserve, and that's the way it's going to be. You have to understand that it's always a 1-2 punch. So again, there's 650 billion in SDRs that are going to be distributed among members.
What?
It's like a drop of water in the Great Lakes here. When we're talking about debt in the quadrillions, the multiple quadrillions, 650 billion, it isn't going to even register on a Richter scale. It's not a blip on a radar screen. It's a zero. You understand? But what it does mean is global debt is going to hyperinflate. And you all knew this before. I mean, it's not just the Federal Reserve. I've told all of you for years, this is world central banks, including the IMF, which I've spoken about many, many times throughout the years. So please stop writing to me about the IMF and the SDRs. I know all about it. And so should you. This is nothing new. This is nothing different, okay? It just means you need to bet against the debt, become your own central bank, even more so now if you become aware of this. Anyway, I wrote a bunch of stuff down. I want to cover that with you. So I covered this whole thing with the SDRs and the IMF and the inflating debt and the bad economic news from today. What else did I write down here? I already spoke about all this. And the bad economic news. U.S. Production is falling off a cliff. No surprise. No surprise. Again, you know most things before they're announced in the news. Because I tell you before it's announced in the news. And Look, I am no smarter than you. Really, I'm not. I just study this stuff around the clock. It's like, to me, it's all very simple. It's cause, effect. Cause, effect. And we all do, I think, those of you that follow this blog, realize what's actually going on here. This is a global takeover. They are deliberately and doing whatever they can to continue to inflate debt. These central banks, the IMF, they're not done. I keep telling you that. Henceforth, why the stock market keeps going up.
Oh yeah, I tweeted about this yesterday. I actually decided to look up the Federal Reserve balance sheet, and I tweeted out the direct link from the federalreserve.gov site. And they had like 8.3 trillion assets on their balance sheet. And then I can't believe it never occurred to me, but the reason why they're inflating inflation and everything else is because that asset balance sheet, they want it to go up in value, right? Imagine if you and I bought like some real estate and cryptocurrency. Let's just keep it simple, right? We bought a building in Manhattan and we bought like, 100,000 Bitcoin. Now we also happen to be in control of the world's money supply. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to hyperinflate the money supply so that the value of the assets that we do own, our real estate and our 100,000 Bitcoins, are going to go up and skyrocket in value. So that's actually why the Federal Reserve is doing what it's doing, right? There's a huge incentive because they're holding assets that benefit from this hyperinflation. And then I guess the stock markets and cryptocurrency markets and really stuff markets actually benefits from that. I can't believe after all this time I never put a simple 3 and 3 together. But yeah, that's why this is going to go on forever. The exception, of course, is precious metals, but that's because J.P. Morgan is constantly manipulating it. On top of that, a lot of people don't actually use precious metals in everyday use. It's just a stupid boomer right-wing thing to keep. And I kind of despise the fact that I wasted $2,000 buying my silver, right? Like, as much as I like the look of it, look and feel and sound of it, if I had put 2,000 in like Chess Coin or Pancake Swap or whatever, I'd have $10,000 right now. So instead, my $2,000 worth of silver is now worth like, I think, $1,400. So yeah, I'm like, I should have followed my own previous advice. Don't effing take silver. But it's another reason why I gotta step away from political shit, at least as a focus of my content, simply because that shit just blinded me to a lot of things and making all these mistakes, from trademarks negligence to just losing a lot of money. All right. Stealing increase the asset value so they win and in the end we lose. The rich get richer, LOL. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Unless you buy the beneficiary of the money manipulation, which is why we're in crypto. You got psyoped. I mean, maybe it's psyoped. No, but so did a lot of other people. Alright? And that includes Donald Trump too. But of course, Trump's way out of the picture anyway. Oh, that's the other thing too. It's August, right? Whatever happened to Hugh saying Trump's gonna the military's gonna take over and Trump's gonna be reinstated this month. You don't hear about that. But I mean, I always knew that was gonna be bullshit anyway. I mean, at this point, I have to think that after August comes and goes without incident, right? People are just gonna have to stop, following the Q shit. It's clearly obvious that it's been way over a long time ago. That's how it goes.
In an environment of like we have here, an economy in free fall with debts and deficits hyper-ballooning with no possible end in sight. So ignore the nonsense out there with central banks talking about tapering, or these freaks from the Fed say, oh, we're going to taper sooner than later. They know they're not going to do it. They know it. They're just saying this because it's a game they play. I covered this morning. People, with regard to global debt, the IMF, these SDRs, the Federal Reserve, and all these other world central banks, we haven't even begun to see the beginning of this. Okay? And this is a worldwide phenomenon. I'm telling you, this is the new world order. I've been telling you this for years. You don't want to believe me? You don't think this is what's actually going on? You think the puppets right now in Washington, you think they're really pulling the strings? It's funny. Where are they getting this $1 trillion in cash from for this, infrastructure? Very interesting, isn't it? How about they're going to borrow it from the Fed because we don't have it?
Yeah.
We're broke. We're broke. Then the Federal Reserve or the IMF is more than willing to supply more debt. That's all this is, the IMF right now. Let me shut that off. I'm not allowed to be saying these things, so they don't want you to hear about it. Anyway, here, so people say, you got the picture. You understand clearly what's going on actually before you hear it from the actual news outlets that are so far behind the curve. And I've promised to keep you ahead of the curve, and that's exactly what I have done. All right, people, look, this guy here loves you a lot. Very important video. Very important video. Please get it out there. Please share this video. And I will see all of you in the morning.
Okay. All right. So that let me get one more automated battle in. Oops, skip that. That. Okay. So, yeah, that stupid infrastructure bill. I'm just simply annoyed about the anti-Bitcoin provisions. It would definitely have. Oh yeah, did I take it? No, I didn't take a picture of this yet. Like, we were so well on our way to just making even more money with Bitcoin. Everything was just skyrocketing and popping off. And stupid Richard Shelby has to be the lone F word. Piece of garbage prick. But, I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. Alright, so just in case people got in the middle or the end of the stream, just watch the replay. Minnie Waz actually asked me what my current crypto positions are, so I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's still the same as before. Auto Cake, where is it? Baby Cake, a very small amount. I'm just extracting daily income from this because of the high fees and high slippage. It's a good idea not to put too much into this. So maybe anywhere from 10 to 20% of your funds. And then let's see, I'm in Chesscoin, USDC, this one. But I got in really early. I got in when it was like 43 to 54 cents. So I already tripled my money on this. And yeah, it's making like ridiculous amounts of money. And then of course I'm still in Hotbit BNB. Yeah, this one over here. And that's my daily income. And of course, as crypto goes up in value, the base... I mean, I don't want to say how much my crypto holdings are worth, but it's a very nice sizable chunk. It's what allows me to just sit on my ass all day and just worry about stupid crap. Alright? So, let's see. Alright, so again, like I said before, let's wait and see what happens. I mean, there's an increased chance that crypto markets might go down and start dipping and pulling back. But from what I can tell, high trade volume, there's a huge buying frenzy. A lot of people want to keep buying. And we know that the infrastructure bill passed. On the one hand, that's also going to devalue the dollar a lot. So you're going to have to go into crypto or stocks, right, to protect against that. So there's a lot of factors. And of course, we already know that these anti-Bitcoin provisions are going to get killed in the House anyway. So, all right, we just simply get slowed down. But I really was hoping for 48 to 50K today. And we were going to get it, all right? But Richard Shelby had to be an asshole. My friend uses this. I never thought about using this. I don't know what you mean by this. Oh, you mean, yeah, PancakeSwap is, like, awesome. Uniswap is also just as good. The only reason why I don't like Uniswap is because Ethereum gas fees are just retarded. But I mean, the London hard fork did go without a hitch, so maybe I'll look into it after, Bitcoin crashes or whatever, and then by then it'll be like another year. 6 to 12 months from now, and then by then the gas fee should be much lower. Not only because of reduced demand, but because the 64 block beacon, what do they call it? Like they have 64 different simultaneous chains that run in parallel to each other. But basically the transaction output will be 64x instead of what it is now. I just use MetaMask. Trust Wallet also works too. Yeah, Trust Wallet is also good too. That's from Binance. I didn't actually know Trust Wallet was made by Binance, so that's good too. I guess these other ones are good too, but MetaMask is what I use. But MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or really just anything that's listed here is actually probably pretty good. But obviously, I only know mostly about MetaMask and a little bit about Trust Wallet. So if you want to ask me questions of the wallet, you should use MetaMask because that's what I know. And of course, I just did it through self-research and whatever. So yeah. All right. So I want to get back to play my games and relax. So, and you know what? I'm gonna turn on the AC. Yeah. You know, the past few days was pretty cool and somewhat humid. Today it's warmer but much more humid. So maybe, oh, I don't know. I should save a little bit of money on my electricity bill actually. I don't know. I'll think about it. Alright, so I will see you all tomorrow, which will be a Wednesday. Well, it feels way later in the week, so that's good. And yeah, for the meantime, I'm not actually touching any of my crypto positions. I'm not even harvesting money. Right? I'm keeping my money in cake. I mean, I haven't even hit the harvest button because obviously I want to save on the fees. Yeah, look at this. Even though the stupid infrastructure bill passed, Bitcoin is resisting extremely hard and pushing very hard towards 46 grand. So if it could push past that despite the infrastructure bill and every other crypto already looking like it's popping off, wow, even Cardano's almost back to $2. Yeah, this is just fantastic. And of course, Binance coin is like, what is it, 373? Yeah, 373. I mean, this thing has already gone up 33% from like getting stuck at 300. Yeah, I mean, we're just making so much we're making money hand over fist, so, you know, I'm happy about that. My AC stays on. Yeah. Maybe electricity is cheap where you live. I live in New York City, so electricity is like $1 million per kilowatt. Trading Bitcoin on MetaTrader. What's MetaTrader? Is that a crypto exchange? Oh, MetaTrader 4 platform. Yeah, that's for like Forex. Yeah, don't you have to pay for this? Oh, okay. Yeah, MetaTrader is really good. Yeah, I'm trading. Oh, easy money. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe you can talk. You can tell me about it next time, like tomorrow. But I just don't want to really think about it. Besides, I'm also just kind of basically done doing trades. You know, unless I'm selling puts or something like in the markets, which I can't do yet because my stock market account is way below 35,000 or $25,000 in value. So yeah. All right. For serious, I will go. Have to have a broker. Nope, it's free. Huh. Yeah, but what do you actually do with that MetaTrader though? Because now, okay, now you've piqued my interest because it's free. I mean, here's the thing. I want basically risk-free trades. I don't want to actually do anything too crazy. You know, I don't want to do borrowing. I don't want to do whatever. I just want to like sell options. I don't know if MetaTrader will allow that. Hmm. So, for example, I would like to sell puts on like Bitcoin or something. With MetaTrader, you only need 25K. Okay. MetaTrader sell put options. Select by me selling the two styles. Okay. Trading call options. No, I don't want I don't want to buy calls. I want to sell. I thought this was just a software charting company. Okay, option prices. Okay, I already know. I already know about this. Just tell me how to sell puts. Sell put at a lower strike. Buy a call option. No, I don't need a back spread. Bull put spread. Buy a put option with a lower strike and sell a put option with a higher strike. Sell a put. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. All right. What does this thing do? A powerful platform exchange and forex and exchange markets. You can download this for Windows. I mean, this still just looks like a. So you make money when Bitcoin goes down. You can sell Bitcoin on MetaTrader. I don't actually want to sell Bitcoin. What I want to sell are put options because Bitcoin's going up. So if I'm shorting Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes up, I lose all my money. You only use MT4 on the app. Let's see. 1 month is $18. Okay, this thing's not helping me. MetaTrader, can I sell put options? Okay. Okay, blah, blah, blah. How to trade options. Okay, I don't want to trade Forex options. I want to trade stock options or maybe Bitcoin options. Okay, cash secured puts. What are currency? I mean, this thing, all I'm getting is like Forex shit. You do not allow traders to sell options without high levels of capital protection. I mean, I'm still getting this really shit. Yeah, like this website's not helping. Trading Bitcoin on MT4. Okay. Trading BTC on MT4. Okay. You trade Bitcoin. What's a CFD? Okay. You can trade on the Forex and most popular online trading platforms, MT4. Okay.
So I've been getting a lot.
How to trade Bitcoin USD? Okay, that's not what I want. MT4 BTC options. Let me see. I mean, 4 grand with Bitcoin. Forex trade. Okay, how day trade Bitcoin and crypto? I don't. I mean, as much as I like to use this. Okay, how to trade Bitcoin options in the U.S. No, that's a picture of LedgerX, which doesn't help because I already have a LedgerX account. Also, they require it's a cash secured put. You can't do naked puts, which is what I want to do. Make $1,000 trading Bitcoin options. No. Live option trade with Webull, $600 in 90 seconds. Options. Bitcoin options. Scams using MT4. LedgerX. Yeah, I don't think I can look into this. Yeah, this is actually trading Bitcoin. I don't want to be trading Bitcoin. I want to be trading derivatives. Yeah, so, damn. I was really hoping it was options, but that's okay. I mean, there are other ways to make money. I'm technically making... shoot, I don't know how much money I'm actually making per day. It's like $200 to $300 a day, I think. The problem is we had that stupid 6-hour downtime yesterday, so like that completely screwed everything up. So, I don't know, how much... I gotta refresh my pancake swap here. I don't know, how much money am I making per day? Alright, let's see. We've got 109, 270, so 271, 471, 481, $487, and it took me 2 days plus 12 hours, or 8 hours. So it took me like 56 hours to make that. So I don't know, it's like 200 something a day. Yeah, that's up bearish, yeah. Okay, alright, well, I'm gonna actually go, finally, for real. So, thanks for the attempted tip, but, I'll keep an eye out. But obviously I want to just sell put options. I just don't want to deal with trading, especially with day trading. I don't want to do that shit anymore. Jesus, that's nice. Yeah, well, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been waiting and waiting, and then, despite all the financial hits that I've been taking since late last year up until now, I would say I bounced back. I'm bouncing back pretty good. I just need to replenish my bank account, you know, maybe shovel it with like another 10, 20 grand, and then I'll be, you know, I'll be very good for the next several months. The problem is, you know, I really need Bitcoin to like start hyper pumping right now so I can just start offloading my Riot blockchain and Ledger X call options. You know, I need some actual spending cash. Yeah, it's like riding a roller coaster. Yeah, well, I've been doing this for like trading for like 20 years, 25. I don't know how long, but many decades. And I've been doing cryptocurrency since 2011, so I know just about everything you could think of. And I've seen just about everything that you can think of, and probably more. Okay, alright, thanks for watching. Truck driver shortage is about as bad as I've ever seen, CEO. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Alright, so we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and just watch the replay if you missed some extra stuff. Yep.